The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
Some bright economic news. U.S. consumer sentiment today for May surged to its highest level in 15 years.
Wow, consumer confidence up. Highest level in 15 years. If you truly believe that, I got a bridge I can sell you. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. That is insane. Consumer, the highest in 15 years, the confidence? What are you, nuts? First of all, if you go back to 2008, 2009, the crash, remember, we don't have a full recovery. This whole market from 2009, let's go 2009. For 10 years, the market has gone up 357%, the biggest rally in history. But that doesn't reflect the economy. The market has gone up because of what they used. Bernanke introduced quantitative easing. It's a way to mask how bad the economy is. And what they do is say to you, okay, we're going to do quantitative easing. What does that mean? Well, we're going to help you Main Street. We, the wealthy, the biggest banks, the big guys, we're going to help you. We're going to put a hand up for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to print $85 billion a month. And we're going to purchase all the 10-year treasuries ourselves. That will take the interest or the yield and drop it from 3.7%, what it was back then, to 1% or less. That means that the economy automatically is going to do better because we have to pay $400 billion a year in interest on the national debt. At 3.7%, we have no money left for R&D. We have no development money left for building roads or bridges, and we want to build all these roads and bridges. We want to put you to work. So we're going to go ahead and do quantitative easing. What that means also, stock buybacks. We can turn around and we're going to print all this money, and we're going to inject it into the stock market. We're going to first thing do is stick in $3 trillion to get the stocks going up. And then we're going to print another $6 trillion and $7 trillion and give it to the corporations. Free, no cost. But what they didn't explain, that all the savers, especially the ones who retired, got screwed. They're losing $500 billion a year because they went from a 5% interest rate on their passbook down to less than 0.5%, which means $500 billion a year went out the window. The people who need it the most, the retirees. So then they started buying stocks. Who's they? The only people that had the money, they didn't give people interest-free money that were in poverty. They didn't give people interest-free money who's making $100,000 a year or $30,000 a year. They were giving the banks interest-free money. They were giving the CEOs of the largest corporations interest-free money so they could buy their own shares back and push the stock price up. And they became very wealthy. And they said, well, that wealth is going to trickle down to you in Main Street. We're going to take all that money, and it's going to trickle down to you because we're going to take that money, we're going to buy new equipment, we're going to build new facilities. That's going to grow the economy, and that means productivity will go up, and that means all of that productivity will increase, and you will get an increase in wages. This is going to be fantastic. You're going to have so much money because the people, the wealthy, not only the 1%, but the 1/100th% of the 1%, the 2,800 who people who actually own the Federal Reserve, which is no more federal than Federal Express. In fact, it's a private bank. Everybody's going to help you. Matter of fact, even back then they said, going back to Bush, he said, well, they're even going to help all the people who are losing their homes. We're going to take for the TARP money, $250 billion, put it aside, and if you're losing your home, we're going to make sure you're not going. This is all BS. We've never had a full recovery. The market went up, yes. And I feel so sorry for those people who are listening to their advisors when you sat down with them in 2008, 2009, when the market went down 60%, that's when you should have been buying stocks. Because, first of all, how could the market go down anymore? They're rigging it to go up with stock buybacks and quantitative easing. QE brings the interest rates down to zero. They take that money, give it to the corporations, to the CEOs to buy their own shares back. Shares go straight up, no matter how bad the company is doing. So let's take a look at this confidence, highest confidence in 15 years. Where'd all this money go? 357% the market rallied. 357%. An increase of $18 trillion. Who got that money? Very few people. Not the guy on the street, not on Main Street. So think about this. 4 in 10 Americans still haven't fully recovered. Or will they ever recover? Remember, $15 trillion was wiped out between their home and their stocks. 4 in 10 Americans between 2009, here we are, 2019, they have not fully recovered. But nobody talks about that. Remember, 8.7 million people lost their jobs. Think about that. And 5 in 10 Americans make half of what they made 10 years ago because their jobs were shipped overseas. So they make half. 3 in 7, or 45 million, are living below the poverty line. Oh, you don't hear that, though, do you? Median household income, adjusted for inflation, has barely budged over the last 10 years. While incomes of the wealthiest Americans have increased by 15%. Because why? Because the wealthiest Americans, where do they get their income from? The stock market. And they drove the stock market up using a system that was illegal at one point. Using a system, if you used it, was a felony and you'd go to jail, called quantitative easing and stock buybacks, which, again, was a felony. A felony. They changed it for a short period of time during Reagan, because Reagan came on and they had a terrible recession going on, and he used stock buybacks for temporary, very, very short period of time. And then when Bill Clinton took over, he had a bunch of gangsters that came in with him. Remember Geithner? And remember Rubin, the guy from Harvard, Larry Sumner. These were crooks. So they go and start working for Clinton, and first thing they did is they got rid of the Glass-Steagall Act so the banks could make even more money, and then they started with QE and stock buybacks. That was Bill Clinton. Then after Clinton, the same crew went to work for Obama. And that's when they really cranked up stock buybacks and QE. This has all been fraud. And they're saying that people have the most confidence in 25 and highest in 15 years? What are they, nuts? 78% of workers are working paycheck to paycheck. 7 million people are delinquent on their auto loans. 5 million on their credit cards. What are they talking about? We'll be right back and make some money.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
If you're like me, you don't have time to trade in the stock market, so why not invest in the market? The MV2 stock chart and philsgang.com continue to make me profits in the market. You see, the MV2 is specifically made for those who do not have time to invest, but they have income to invest in the market, and I spent very little to begin my investment journey. It's the easiest stock chart to read, and that's why I spend little time invested in reading the chart. The MV2 simply tells me when to get into a stock and, most importantly, when to get out. I invest in a stock and I don't worry about the investment because I subscribe to the Phil's Gang alerts and they tell me when to take my profits. Yes, it's that easy. Go to philsgang.com or call them 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Joining Phil's Gang was the best financial decision I have ever made. Does your money manager send you an alert when the stock position that you're in goes up or it goes down? Does your brokerage send you an alert to get out of a stock position so you don't lose money? Of course they don't. Here at philsgang.com, we keep all of our members engaged with the stock positions that we recommend. Nobody does that for their clients. Nobody. Go to philsgang.com and become a member to get up-to-the-minute alerts. That's philsgang.com. Stop losing money and start making money with Phil's Gang.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com and give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So they came out today and they said this.
Some bright economic news. U.S. consumer sentiment today for May surged to its highest level in 15 years.
But they also said this.
Credit card delinquency rates are rising. That could be because credit card interest rates are also rising, now 17% on average. That's the highest they've been in almost 25 years. About 7 million car loans are falling behind by 90 days. They're delinquent by 90 days. That's even more than it was back during the Great Recession.
From the National Association of Realtors, existing home sales down 6.4%.
So, wait a minute. They're telling us consumer confidence is up. Credit card delinquencies, auto loan delinquencies. It's unbelievable. And 4 in 10 Americans haven't even recovered from the loss in 2008. The $15 trillion was wiped out home in what they lost in their stocks. 3 in 7, or 45 million people, are still living below poverty level. They never made it back. Most of their jobs, remember, were outsourced. So they're making half. 5 in 10 workers are making half of what they made. Are you telling me the confidence is up? The confidence is up for the people who are participating in quantitative easing and stock buybacks. If you're wealthy enough to have money in the stock market, you're golden. You're golden. Because the market now is a casino. And that's fantastic. Matter of fact, it's better than a casino. Because now it's stocks. Remember, it used to be stocks went up 70% of the time. 70% of the time. And the reason why people had a tough time making money, because they never, when the market went down or corrected, their broker, their advisor, or in a 401k, you're not allowed to mitigate any loss by shorting. Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that stupid? Think about this. Market goes up 70% of the time, but most people are still losing money because when markets crashed or had a big correction, you couldn't switch and make money on the way down. But that's how the market was set up, because the market's set up to make money for Wall Street. They don't make money letting you sell short. They make money by buy. Isn't that ridiculous? Oh, by the way, talk about ridiculous. I got to do this for a minute. I got to break away from the business end of this for a minute. I couldn't believe this morning. Remember Nancy Pelosi when she said this?
President Trump must stop holding the American people hostage, to stop manufacturing a crisis.
Remember she said manufacturing crisis? Then she denies it.
Let me just say this. We have never not said that there was a crisis. There is a humanitarian crisis.
Let's go back. She caught herself. Listen.
Let me just say this. We have never not said that there was a crisis. There is a humanitarian.
Then all her pals.
This president just used the backdrop of the Oval Office to manufacture a crisis.
This so-called crisis at the border is fake.
Crisis on the border is a menu.
Anyways, I don't want to go all the way. All your time. You'll hear this all over the place. I want to help you with the market, because we're reaching a great opportunity. Donald Trump, remember when the reason why Donald Trump became president, because everything I just explained to you helped propel Trump to his presidency, because the people knew there was no recovery for them. The only recovery was for the people who were wealthy enough to be in the stock market to take advantage of stock buybacks. And stock buybacks kills the economy. It kills it. Because the stock buybacks, remember what all they're doing? It was illegal because it's accounting trickery. Stock buyback. If you take QE, there's QE first. People get confused. QE and stock buybacks. You got to have QE first. It's a confidence game. What does that mean? QE, you got to print a whole bunch of money, and then you got to go buy all the treasuries you can, the 10-year treasuries. So they bring the yields down, so the interest that the government pays on the national debt drops quickly. That stops the market from bleeding right there. Then what they do They artificially inflate profits. They artificially inflate bottom line. And all the profits are paper profits. They're not real profits. This is why it was a fraud. This is why it was a felony. And what they actually do is steal money from our workers and steal money from the country, from the economy. Because what they do is when they get this money, this free money, the corporations, they're in debt $7 trillion. When they get that money, they steal the money from the company. What's that mean? Well, they'll go out and they'll say, okay, the company goes out and says, I want to borrow $3 trillion, I want to borrow $3 billion, and then the company says, I'm going to take another $3 billion and put it in that, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy equipment and so forth so that we can increase productivity and increase wages, which is all a lie. So instead, what happens is the CEO goes into that account. It's called CapEx account or capital investment account. Money that's put aside for the company to keep buying new equipment, new machinery, IT spending, so that you can keep you got modern facilities and you're producing more and your productivity is going up. Instead of making 5 shirts a minute, you're making 25 shirts a minute. So that means that the company's bottom lines are growing, and then the workers would share in that with wages. But they don't do that. What they did is steal the money from the CapEx account that was earmarked for equipment and machinery, and they went and they bought shares of the company, which only benefited the CEOs because their wages are tied to the stock price that goes up. And who else gained? The big shareholders. But what about the guy that's making $28,000 a year? The guy's making $48,000. He and his wife together making $80,000. What about them? They got nothing. Nada. Nothing. And the market keeps going up and up and up and up. And they go, oh, look, the economy's doing great. And it wasn't doing great. The market's doing great, but not the economy. You got to learn to make money in that market. And Trump's going to do it again. I'm going to explain when I get back. You can't miss this time.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hannah complained of a headache. It was a rhabdomyosarcoma. Within a few days, Hannah was in treatment because we were told that the tumor was very aggressive. And it very quickly became clear that St. Jude was the ultimate place to be. So we've essentially put our lives in South Africa on hold. Incredibly blessed to be here. St. Jude is an asset to the world. The research that is developed here is offered freely to the rest of the medical world. The entire way that the place operates is just to give and to care. I think it's the kind of place that not only stands as a beacon for pediatric cancer, but I think it could teach the world a couple of lessons about how to treat people. And I think if those lessons could be learned even in their most basic form, this world could be a better place.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. PhilsGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With PhilsGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to PhilsGang.com. PhilsGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
I've been telling you since January of 2018 the market was going to crash, and what was going to tip the market over is China and the global economy, that it was slowing. Now what are you hearing? Nobody ever talks about the bond market. I always talk about the bond market with my gang because we watch the bond market. This is how we get our returns. Give you an example. We bought in January Netflix. We also bought Nike. We bought Hess. And we bought Airlines, LUV. Those four, we have an 18% return. Again, I'm not saying every gang member made 18%. I can't say that because I don't know when they get in or when they get out. I give them the instructions when to get in and when to add to the position, when to take profits, when to get out, when to run like hell. And if they follow that, then that was the returns we had on those four stocks.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang, become a member, and follow our portfolio. We finished 2018, the last quarter, the portfolio was up 15%. Now, I'm not saying every gang member made 15% because I don't know that, because you don't send us your money and we manage it. We don't do that. What we do is we take our portfolio, like Goldman Sachs, Intel, AT&T, Caterpillar, Schlumberger. That's our portfolio of individual stocks. We've been in it for 2 years. Every day, if you select that group, every day we coach you and tell you exactly what to do. You ain't even got to think. And if you just follow what we tell you to do, you'll do just fine. Also, you're going to do fine because when these stocks start going down, you can position yourself, and we do it for you, show you how to sell them short so you're making money on the way down. You can't do that with your 401k. We also have the spiders and ETF spiders. We're up 16%. IWM, we're up 6%. Now, this is where we are now since, what was that? Since April, I think, right? And then, right, best month. And then we got XLF. And then we selected for our portfolio the very best ETFs, where all the institutional money goes, or the majority of it. The majority of the money goes into industrials, XLI, semiconductors, SMH, the big tech stocks, Microsoft, those kind of stocks. XLB, material. And XRT, retail. So we have, again, 5 of the best ETFs, 3 of the top indices, 5 of the best individual stocks, and then to our side, we always have our gold and oil, our commodities. These are the same ones we work every day. And you can call in from 9:30 until 11 o'clock. From 9:30 to 11 o'clock, and we'll take your call if you have any question about you. We have a class. It's open to everybody. You come in, and if you're not following our portfolio, if you decide to set your own portfolio up and use our stock patterns and our teaching, that's fine. But if you're going to use our portfolio, which I recommend highly you do, because we've got the experience. This is our portfolio. We know what we're doing. You haven't got to think. Just do what we tell you to do. And all we ask you to help St. Jude. In return, help St. Jude. It's that simple. Now, let's talk about what the hell is going on now. So I have posted up on my site, you go to philsgang.com if you have a mobile device, and you'll see a chart. And nobody on these financial shows on TV are even talking about this. If you go back and look, November 2016, when Donald Trump won the election, from that next day all the way up until November of 2018, the market went up 45%. Wow. Why did it go up 45%? Because when the president came in, he gave everybody confidence. The 4 in 10 Americans that haven't fully recovered, they had confidence. The 8.7 million people who lost their job, and when they got a job back, 5 in 10, half of them are making half of what they used to make. They had confidence now. The president, this guy's good, he's going to make it work. 3 in 7, or 45 million people were living below poverty. They looked to Trump. So the market exploded. But why did it explode? Was earnings going up? No. It was the earnings were going up. They were fake. It was stock buybacks and QE. So who cares if the stock buybacks is a accounting trickery in which to artificially inflate bottom line earnings to create paper profits that are not real, to inflate stock prices? Is pretty simple. Think how they do it. If you have 1 million shares and the company gets money free, the CEO, instead of putting that money into new equipment and new machinery to increase productivity, so you get a wage increase, they screw you, and they take the money and they divert it and buy the stocks. And when they buy those stocks, by stealing the money from the CapEx account, they buy those stocks. That means there's less stocks available. So when their earnings aren't very good, they're spreading their earnings over fewer stocks. That pushes the earnings up. And then the stock price goes up. All fake. That's why it used to be a crime and a felony. But who cares? So the market went up. If you look on the chart, it went up and up and up. And Trump said, wow, Trump went from saying this was a phony stock market, a phony economy, to where he turned around and embraced it because he figured out, he said, wait a minute, I got it. I figured it out. It's easier to rally the stock market than it is the economy. And people think the stock market is the economy. So now what happens? Go look on the chart. The market dropped about 3%, then it rallied again. And it stopped right at the same place, right around that 290. And then we had the big correction, a 20% correction, from October 2018 to December 2018. And then they rallied it back up 20%. Go back to February of 2018, we haven't gone anywhere. That's called a triple top. The game is over. And when you take from October 5th of 2018 when the market dropped 20%, which I predicted would happen, dropped 20%, and then how did they shoot it back up 20% again? Right to where it was in October. They did it by talking about what? First of all, it was stock buybacks, and they were also talking about China. We're close to creating a deal. We're close to signing a deal. Every time the market would start pulling back, they'd send out Kudlow. Oh, we're close to signing a deal. We're getting the pen and paper ready. And just what Trump learned. Trump learned from November of 2017 up to December 2018, you just got to give people hope in the market, and they'll buy stocks. And he said, I'll do the same thing. When the market dropped 20%, he said, I'll do the same thing that I did back in November of 2016 up to December of 2017. Do the same thing. Create a story. And he did. And now he's got a problem. We got a triple top. We can't break out. So now what's Trump saying? He says, I'm going to do QE again. Let's do another QE. So he says to Powell, let's do QE. Wait a minute. We're going to start this over again? So we're going to even make it worse because he knows he's got to get reelected. And he knows the only way he's going to get reelected is the market goes up. Instead of saying to the people and being honest and saying, look, we know we've never had a real recovery. We know the only reason why the market is up 350% because it's all fake through stock buybacks. And corporations have massive debt now. We also know the jobs aren't good jobs. What we got to do is clean this up. We got to let this market tank. What we're going to do is we're going to raise interest rates because we're going to kill off the real inflation. They say there's no inflation, but there is inflation. But he's not going to do that. So he's going to use the very tools he was talking about that got him to be the president. He's going to use again to try to drive the market again. It's not going to work this time. So join my gang. If it does work, it'll work for a while. So join my gang. So you're going to have a ride on the way up, and you'll have that big ride on the way down. And for the first time, you'll make money on the way down. Join my gang right now. 877-600-GANG, waiting for your call. Help St. Jude.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. Call now, waiting for your call. Think about our stocks in January. Apple, we're up 26%. February, 17%. And Costco, CSX, 17%. This is what we do.
For more information, go to philsgang.com. Or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Does your money manager send you an alert when the stock position that you're in goes up or it goes down? Does your brokerage send you an alert to get out of a stock position so you don't lose money? Of course they don't. Here at philsgang.com, we keep all of our members engaged with the stock positions that we recommend. Nobody does that for their clients. Nobody. Go to philsgang.com and become a member to get up-to-the-minute alerts. That's philsgang.com. Stop losing money and start making money with Phil's Gang.
No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits.
Cisco in April, we're up 4%. We just got in that in April. Lockheed Martin, we're up now 7%. Facebook, we bought April 9th, we're up 10%. Morgan Stanley, we're up 11%. WLL, we bought April 1st, we're up 19%. And let's take this year, the spiders, the S&P 500, we are up 16%. Apple, we're up 26%. Railroad, CSX, we're up 17%. And at the end of the day, when the market keeps going up and up and up and you're in that market, you're never out in time. You ride it all the way back down, especially with your 401ks. Let's change that today. 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Let's change it today.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call. Our Goldman Sachs, we're up 6%. Our Intel, we're up 16%. Our Caterpillar, we're up 11%. Schlumberger, we're up 18%. Spiders, we're up 16%. Join my gang. Follow the same group that we follow every day. We give you the instructions. If you're confused, you get your own personal coach. You don't have to do a thing. Nothing. Just try it for 1 month. In fact, why don't you join the gang right now, and then for the next month, just every day at 2 o'clock or when you get home at night, follow the instructions, but do it on paper. Don't even buy the stock. See how it would work out for you in 1 month by just following me. That's all. Invest in yourself. $39.95 before you invest in the market with your 401k. Now, I want you to think about something. Every time you hear this,
our economy is surging along. It's surging. It's a rocket ship right now. Our economy is surging along.
It's a rocket ship. It's a rocket ship.
The underlying economic strength and consumer spending powering this stealth rocket.
Yeah, the consumers are powering his rocket ship. Right? Well, wait a minute. If that's the case, then why this?
About 7 million car loans are falling behind by now.
Yeah, if that's the case, then what about the credit cards?
Credit card delinquency rates are rising.
Yeah, so who's powering it? What he's not telling you is this. They're powering it by debt. These are the debt slaves. They power it by debt. If they go in and you have 1 month of sales, let's say $3 million worth of sales, these guys will come out and say, look at this, $3 million in sales. The consumer is so strong, he is powering my rocket ship. Really? He didn't consume. He's gone further in debt. So the stock goes up so you can make money. You and the boys on Wall Street can make money at the expense of the guy who's got a credit card that's paying 17, 18, 19%. And then when sales go up, what do? You come on and you tell people, wow, look how strong the consumer is. How can he be strong? The highest delinquency rate in 25 years of people not paying can't pay their credit cards. They're over 190 days overdue. Your cars are overdue. Are you kidding me? 3 in 5 said they got to delay retirement, at least for 5 years. Millennials, they can't even get a job. I mean, go on and on. So I can't change any of that. But also remember this. Don't be afraid. Most people they stay out of the market because they think the market just crashes overnight and they're going to get caught. Not if you're with me, because it doesn't work that way. Here, listen to this. Listen to this.
Let's get into durable goods. Only up 1/10, and a very important metric for capital spending.
Okay, what did he say? Durable goods not doing well. It's a very important metric. What's he talking about? Because markets just don't crash. My gang never gets caught in a surprise. Because you have warnings. You get warnings. There's 4 red flags. One is the durable goods. And right now, that's one of these are the 4 red flags. They never are wrong. When you get these 4 red flags, you get a crash or a correction. 1, yield curve inversion. That's the key, and we're having that today. What's a yield curve inversion? Big fancy words. All it means is that when you have, if we're going to give the government, loan money to the government, we're going to buy a treasury, we want to get the shortest term with the highest rate. Well, when all of a sudden you start seeing that the 3-month treasury, okay, is at 2.8, and the 10-year treasury is at 2, that's called an inversion. And now it's when investors are willing to give people a loan the government money for 10 years at a rate, okay, that's lower over 10 years than a 3-month, that means the economy is stopping. It's not growing. It's never been wrong. Next, the other signal, housing starts. They've been negative. The other signal, pending sales, been negative. The other one, durable goods. You got these 4 signals. In 50 years, they've never been wrong except for one time. And we follow these signals for you. The guy in your 401k, does he follow them for you? Of course not, because there's no fiduciary relationship between him and you. He doesn't even know who the hell you are. So we're having a yield inversion right now. See, markets just don't crash. It takes at least a minimum of 8. You get about an 18-month head start. 1987, everybody said, it came back from lunch and the market crashed. We started to short it in January. It crashed in October. Because you get the signals. The market always gives you the signals if you read them. But what they're doing now, they're not giving you the signals. What are they telling you? Go out and buy, right? And the market's a rocket ship. When they're even admitting, the same stations even admitting that existing home sales are down. They're admitting that the durable goods sales are down. Are you kidding? Those are 2 of the 4 red flags. Look, the easiest thing to remember is this. Trump got elected because people were being lied to. People got tired of it. They knew people aren't stupid. People know there was no recovery since 2008. They know the only recovery is the wealthy. They got the recovery because they lucked out. Because they're the owners, the very, very wealthy, who control the Federal Reserve, which is not a bank. It's not even federal. It's a private banking cartel. They print all the money they want, and they turned around and said, we're going to print money, and we're going to give it to our buddies. We're going to give it to the hedge funds. We'll give it to the banks. We'll give it to the insurance companies so they can go buy stock. It's called the wealth effect. We're going to create such wealth. And then we're going to lie to everybody and tell them everybody's going to be wealthy with us. We're going to create so many jobs. When our stocks go up, and our stocks are going up 60, 70%, don't forget, we're going to help you. We're going to take that money, plow it back into our companies, and we're going to increase our productivity with new equipment, and you're going to get a wage increase. Lie, lie, lie. They never did that. Never did that. So I can't fix that. but I can fix something. I can fix the way you think. If you're in a 401k, I'm not telling you to bail out of your 401k because you're not going to believe what I'm saying anyways. You think you're safe with a 401k. Most of you don't even remember what happened in the crash in 2008. Don't even remember it. There is no way you're going to walk away from in a 401k. You're going to walk away and keep the money that you are now up. First of all, they're going to steal most of it from fees anyways, 27 hidden fees. We got an opportunity right now. We're the president. He knows, right? He's asking for another QE. Can you imagine? He got elected. He got elected because he criticized the stock market. He remember when he criticized the market?
The only thing that looks good is the stock market, but if you raise interest rates even a little bit, that's going to come crashing down.
Yeah, and guess what? When Powell raised interest rates just a little bit to fight inflation, because if you don't keep raising rates above inflation, you got to keep raising rates above the inflation rate, or every dollar in your wallet keeps going down in value. And that same dollar that you got one bag of groceries with, now you're going to get a half a bag of groceries. You got to keep raising. But Trump now is falling in love with the market. And he says, I got to get reelected. So he's trying to do another QE. He's in a battle now. He's trying to do another QE. If he does a QE, the market will go probably another 30%, 40%. 30 to 40%. We will catch that gain. But it's not going to be like it was in the past, because the problem is right now the economy from within is so destroyed. The internals in the economy, because they kept interest rates way too low for too long, and the inequity in the country. You got the rich and you got the poor. It's not going to be like that. But we can probably get a 20 or 30%, maybe a 40% gain. Then this market's going to crash, and with the same ease that we got the gain on the way up, if you're my member, you're going to get the gain on the way down. Try it for 1 month. See if I'm telling you the truth. Call right now, 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call, and help St. Jude. You've got to make a change, I would think. Have a great weekend.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dream.